Oh, I just got a potion from Zecora. It's gonna make me cute like the ponies in the show. But I don't know if it is safe for me, so first I'm gonna test it on Phantom Horn. Phantom!
What do you want? What's that?
Unicorn potion?
Unicorn potion! What's happening?
It works!
Keg, what is this?
It's the greatest magic of all. Welcome to this week's episode of TBBBAP.
That's two best brothers bitch about ponies.
I'm Keg Standard.
And I'm Phantom Horn. So we just watched For Whom Sweetie Belle Toils, and it was kind of a weird one, but I think it might have been great. I think it had I think it had a lot of great ideas, and I think it took the show in directions that I want to see it going. I think it fumbled really hard in a couple of places in the execution, but I think overall I liked it.
Funny you should say that, because in my opinion, this episode made me understand why people hate Cutie Mark Crusader episodes.
Oh, no.
Despite being such a big fan myself.
Oh, no.
I know. I just found the whole thing super boring.
Boring?
And it just didn't do anything that interested me even the slightest.
This episode was a lot of things. It was not boring.
You know what? It was a lot of retreading old ideas. Another episode about Sweetie Belle's relationship with her sister. Another dream sequence where we just have a weird moral that's taught to Sweetie Belle. There's just nothing for me to latch onto that I really liked about this episode.
What about the dream sequences? And what about the part where Sweetie Belle like submerges into the water and there's that weird music going on?
Well, sure.
In the background?
Yeah, they looked cool. That's just not enough for me.
What about the genuine malice of Sweetie Belle at the beginning of this episode? And what about like the genuine terror and like the genuine dread of like of the future that she sees for Rarity? That shit was great.
Yeah. I don't know. By that point, I just didn't care anymore. I just saw where it was going. I thought that I've seen this idea a million times. It just was not the episode for me. One thing I did like was that at the beginning, with the whole play going on, like, that's Sweetie Belle trying to break out from Rarity's shadow.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm like, yes, do that.
I think that...
But it's ironic that the whole episode then revolved around Rarity.
I actually think, okay, I don't really agree with you. I admit that a lot of the talk was about Rarity, but really, like, Sweetie Belle's going through this conflict, and she's the one dealing with the issue.
I know, but it's a conflict of her and her relationship with Rarity.
I guess.
And I've just had enough.
All right, but about the whole play thing, I kind of think that slowly but surely, the Cutie Mark Crusaders are becoming much, like, richer characters than their sisters, because they have a lot of things going.
What you're saying.
Yeah, like, Sweetie Belle is now becoming, like... I mean, she's not as good at anything as Rarity. Yeah, but she's a writer, she's a singer, she's, magic, I mean... Yeah.
She opened the cardboard box with her magic, that was cool.
Yeah.
You know, on that note, I think it's funny, I think that Twilight Time was a better Sweetie Belle episode than this episode was.
I can see why you say that.
Because in that episode, like, she's got all this personality we hadn't seen before. It shows her, like being, like, a classy lady on her own.
Personality we haven't seen before. Yeah. Sweetie Belle was straight up evil in the early part of this episode.
Well, that's true. Though, I mean, okay, Sweetie Belle is not evil, but she was... I mean, in this moment, she was very overcome with jealousy and anger.
She did a very bad thing.
She did, yeah.
That's cool.
It was cool.
And actually, even more than that, I liked how angry she was.
She was,
She was so upset.
Like, unreasonably, insatiably angry. Just like, like a teenager would be for, like, no reason. I was like, yeah, I could see it.
That's what I want to see. I want to see people feeling things that are, like, intense. Like, when Apple Bloom went through the fire swamp and reacted like, to the Chimera, that's shit. Yeah. That's an intense situation, but crap emotions ruin it. Yeah. Here's like a totally mundane situation, but these emotions running high is what makes it super interesting, to me anyway.
Hey, that's a good point.
So I really loved all of that going on here.
Did you get the major Charles Dickens vibe from Luna this episode?
Yeah, of course. Of course it was
She can show Christmas visions of the future. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I kind of think those were lies.
Well, I mean, they were, exaggerations probably.
I don't think that was really the future because
it wasn't the real future.
The Sapphire Shores in those visions is clearly not the Sapphire Shores in the real world.
I think Sweetie Belle's emotions had an impact on that.
I just kind of think Luna was straight up lying.
Well, yeah, maybe. That was funny. So Luna's place doing this whole thing, it was cool. I liked seeing her. It was fine.
It was well utilized.
Yeah.
And when how she says that she too has a sister that shines brighter than her, I was like, hey, yeah.
Yeah, no fucking kidding, because she just hangs out in Sapphire Shore's house, like watching her practice, just like, and then she stumbles on Sweetie Belle at the end, and like, what the fuck was Luna doing there? She's just hanging out.
No, she was there like to help Sweetie Belle fulfill her mission.
I don't know. She just walked over. Shouldn't she be like resting for the night? I mean, I don't know. What was she doing in Sapphire Shore's house?
Clearly, she took a very special interest in this case because Sweetie Belle reminded her of her. And so she went out of her way to go and make sure that Sweetie Belle did the right thing.
Okay, I see what you're saying. It just seems like she's got a lot of spare time on her hands. That's all I'm saying.
This is a special occasion.
All right.
I'm convinced of that much. Speaking of Sapphire Shores, the last thing where Sweetie Belle puts the dolphin on the headdress, was that weird?
Well, yeah, like, they've got this whole Egyptian theme going,
right.
And then they just fucking slap a dolphin on there, and she's like, 10 out of 10, best headdress ever.
It's an eye.
Yeah.
So, but then you put a dolphin in it.
it's even
like, okay.
Better.
And I mean, all right.
Thanks for the dolphin.
When I saw the dolphin, I was like, why is that there? But then I thought about it. It's like, okay, because Luna looks into her dreams and sees that she has this special thing with dolphins.
Yeah.
And she's like, he put this here, she'll like it. Okay. It makes sense if you think about it.
Hey, but speaking
it's still weird.
On that note, like, that was just a big exposition dump that explained stuff. Was it just me, or was there kind of a lot of that this episode?
There were some big offenses in that department.
And that's one of the things that bored me about this episode.
Speaking of which, the worst part of this episode had that in spades, and that was the flashback to the 5th birthday.
Oh my god, yeah.
Was that?
Yeah.
It was.
They showed that scene twice.
Oh man, okay.
What the fuck?
I see what they were going for.
Yeah, they want to show it from like different angles.
Yeah. But they would happen right back to back.
I know.
So it's like, let me just watch
this.
Okay, ideally, you would show the first scene at the beginning of a story, and then go through a lot of tension where like, oh, I'm so mad that this happened, and then at the very end you would reveal how it up. Yeah, and you would have like a tension build up, and then seeing it again would cause like it would be
catharsis. Yeah.
Yes, but this
they just show it.
No tension builds, right back to back. You see the same thing twice, and maybe even worse. Sweetie Belle feels the need to like narrate the dream to herself,
I know.
and not only is that just a weird thing to do, but it really sounds like she's just reading lines.
Yeah, it was shitty.
Okay,
don't do that shit.
That was the worst part of the episode.
There were some things I really did like about the dream sequence, though. Like, it looked really cool, and really, like, that's the best I could say about it. There was a lot of cool stuff. Oh, did you notice they went to what looked like Twilight Celestial Plane? Like, they walked through that area of the dreamscape?
when Luna's leading her through the wall?
Yeah, it was really cool.
The whole thing
that's my favorite place in all of the entire show.
The whole dream sequence thing just had this kind of cool. A lot of people in the stream called it trippy, and while I guess that's kind of overstating, I see what they mean, and it had a cool vibe to it. It did. And the moment when she's in the water and this has the kind of chimey like mystical music is playing, I liked it. Man.
It was cool, but again, like I felt like she was trying to express that she was scared, but I just was not getting like it felt like the
at the end though. Well, when she's like screaming.
Well, as she I mean, I guess at the end it was a little more convincing.
It was fucking cool.
The earlier part was just I don't know.
But then there's the final act of this episode, which is, it starts with the train ride, which has that super weak joke about...
the name of the songs.
Serves Her Right, it's the name of a song.
Terrible.
Terrible. And then the playing Keep Away with the box from Rarity.
Yeah.
Didn't care for that so much.
Nope.
So in the final analysis, this episode fumbled at times, but... it also tried some new things and took chances, and I gotta like it for that. So I give it a final score of interesting out of 10.
And since I know that because we had this episode, I won't get a good Sweetie Belle episode until next season at the earliest, I give this 0 Sweetie Bells out of 1.
And that's gonna wrap it up for this week's TBBAP.
That's Two Best Brothers Bitch About Ponies.
I'm Phantom Horn.
I'm Cake Standard.
See you next time.
Hey guys, last week I asked you guys for Maud and Keg fan art. Let's see what you made. Fucking Kawaii. Right before the sunrise, one thing guys, if you like philosophy, the real kind, not the bullshit kind, go check out Nightsphere the Gnostic. Not only is he a pretty smart guy, I did some art for his channel, so now it's super cool. Hey guys, if you enjoyed our review, subscribe to our channel. We release a new review each week. And check out our other reviews of Season 4 episodes. And check out the TBBAP Ask blog, where you can ask Keg and Phantom any question you want. And the TBBAP submissions page, where you can check out fan art of your favorite ponies.